Hello, everyone. Welcome to DMV Rivals Spring Edition 2023. My name's HopTech. I'm joined here today by my co-casters, Mark and Shiv. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello. My name is Mark. I am also known as Rule 34 Velkaz.
Yep,
Don't before hose.
don't Google that. Don't Google both of those. Shiv.
Yeah, hello. My name is Shiv. I am an import from Pittsburgh, here to hopefully save DMV Rivals.
Pago, glad to have you. All right. We'll be having two teams, very strong teams, this DMV Rivals. I won't be pronouncing their names because, fuck that. But we'll be just referring them to as Team Jonah and Team Antihistamines or Anti. That's even too long, honestly. But yeah. In any case,
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, you want to say that every time?
No, I'm good.
You're good. What about you, Shiv?
I'm fine with Anti. We'll just roll with it.
Okay. Yeah, good choice. In any case, I think they've always these two teams are very strong, very evenly matched. I wish I had a screenshot of both the teams, but I don't, alas. But I'll just go over them one by one. On the side of Flying Oyster, they have Flying Oyster himself, Panma Jr., Restvelg, Camper on Duty, Carnper on Duty. What do you think of these teams?
It's going to be a pain to cast Camper and Carnper
Yeah.
at the same time.
So
that's my only thought.
Yeah.
I thought last time I played DMV Rivals twice. I think in the first time I played, Panma Jr. was my ADC. So I thought he was an ADC main.
Yeah, he is an ADC main. I think in the scrims that I've been watching recently, he has been playing ADC a few games out of them, but seems like they like to swap ADC support between him and Camper, but we'll see what they go for this best of one tonight. Other than that, I've seen some swapping around in all the roles, honestly, but Flying Oyster is a top laner, Restvelg is a top laner, Carnper on Duty can also play top lane. Mainly he's a mid laner though.
Have they been swapping mostly just like off of like champions they like to play and seeing good matchups?
Well, honestly, I have no idea why they're swapping or how they're gonna swap tonight, but I hope the enemy team is ready for that. But let's just jump to the other team, Team Antihistamines.
Sure.
Or Anti. We have Babbles or Antihistamines, GMU Mushy, Harambe 84, Rapid Fire X, and Chayman. Now I know Babbles or Antihistamines is a singed one trick, or more or less a singed one trick. I know he just has a lot of singed games. It's from VTech. I think he's on the team there. Very good top laner. Harambe 84, I think he's also from VTech. Not personally, but I've seen some of their games. Chayman's a very good support. Rapid Fire X, I know Babbles was saying something about how he only plays ARAM nowadays. So we'll see how that goes. Honestly, ARAM is the best game mode if you ask me.
Yeah, that's correct take. Correct take.
I'm an ARAM believer.
Yes, we shouldn't ask you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right.
I think ARAM brings out like the team building, and the power of friendship can definitely help you in these situations.
Absolutely. Let's see if Rapid Fire X can bring that to the table tonight. But it seems like our two teams are ready for draft. So let me go over onto that. Are you guys creating it? Let me just jump to the gameplay. Cool. We're in lobby. Seems like there are on draft. Casters are ready. Do you guys have draft wall? Casters are draft wall.
Do they post it in chat?
I think
I'll just have to ask them to see which one they're doing.
Maybe scroll up. I think.
I think they posted links earlier.
Did they? Oh, you're right. Okay, so let me get that. Let me change the source. Holy shit, I'm getting flamed. I hope this team loses. I hope this team loses.
Use a non-spectator one and fuck up the draft.
I should do that. You're right. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. You won't be laughing very hard when I pick for you, Restvelg. Just you wait. All right, let me.
This is lock in Lethality Yorick. I think,
this is from last summer's draft. Let me change that. Yep, there we go.
Oh wow.
Alright, we're already in. I don't know what these draft names are, but we'll just be rolling with it. We already see a Singed ban on the red side, Zaya Lee
Banning out
Sin,
the one trick.
and a ban on a Kassadin. I think GMU Mushy is a big Kassadin player, so banning it out.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of like Kassadin counters emerge, like the AD mids. So I'm curious to see if they just like don't really want to play that kind of style, and
Yeah.
then just early ban out Kassadin.
Yep, they ban out 2 junglers to end it off, Viego and J4, and there's an Ivern. Wow,
Oh, the Ivern first.
Holy.
All right,
that is
Mark, you're the
spicy.
resident jungle expert. What do you make of this Ivern?
Yeah, I hope that's support.
You have that support. Why support? And
No,
not
I
jungle.
just hope that's support because I don't know about Iron Jungle. I just
Okay.
don't know.
It looks like nobody knows, so we'll just have to see what happens in game. Red side picks Caitlyn and Pantheon. I know
Very strong
Karnpro
early.
on duty is a big Pantheon believer. That champ did get some buffs recently.
Yep, very good
think-
early game. Can be flexed around, of course, to multiple roles.
Ooh.
We'll see if it's the guy you think it's gonna be.
Vagar
This
locked
could be
in.
a Vigar bot.
Could be a Vagar bot. Could be a
It is gonna
Vagar
be Vigar.
mid, even into Pantheon. It's relatively safe.
Yep, I am very
Ooh.
opinionated on Vigar.
Now that could be a Vagar Ziggs bot lane.
Okay, wait a minute.
That has been popping around the meta a bit recently.
Okay, interesting. Because my take on Vigar is that he basically cannot play the game when he's outranged, and Caitlyn is a champion that can do fairly well into Vigar. And then maybe you just pick something like Ziggs to be like, okay, if we want to go range for range, we can.
Yeah.
Because Vigar's stubby hands just cannot reach long range.
Right,
ADs.
right. Ooh, Caitlyn Ferris lane. That is crazy. This is the lock in for a double ADC bot lane. We see it a lot from T1 games. Honestly, maybe this team has been watching some T1 VODs. Let's see if they
Yep.
can execute. But Carrier
Yeah,
did
level-
say, don't do this because you're not Carrier.
Yeah,
So let's see if
level 4 just dive on the bot turret and win the game.
seems like a plan, but let's see what they're going to answer. I mean, they picked the Vagar Nautilus. I assume that's going to be bot lane. So it's going to be pretty scary for Vagar to play against 2 relatively long range ADCs in Caitlyn, and obviously Varus Q and E is long range. But going to ban away the Renekton on the red side and the
Yeah.
Malphite on the blue side. Malphite's so strong right now. That thing is
Yeah.
rocking my world in solo queue.
Yeah, if you're blue here, you probably just want to get rid of good blind pick tops like the tanks. Malphite, Scion are the like first 2 that come to mind.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But I don't think Restvog or Flying Oyster is much of a tank player, not gonna lie.
Yeah, they banned away the Bruisers. I think the Bruisers are really strong with Ivern.
That is true.
We'll see what they want to do here. Wukong ban away from the jungle. But I think red side has to pick some AP, honestly. They're lacking a lot of AP. I think they're forced to pick both solo lanes to be AP if that Pantheon is not going jungle.
Or go AP Varus.
I mean, AP Varus is an option,
That
but
in Aram.
I think that might be a
Next game.
Varus support rather than a Varus ADC. Okay, at least
Oh,
there's the
really?
AP jungler.
Okay.
So it looks
we
like
know
that
Pantheon's
Pantheon.
going to a solo lane.
Yep, we do see that.
Yeah. So it's very early game focus. I think while I don't know if you're calling for this Ivern to maybe be like Ivern mid, like the LS days, you maybe just drop a Maokai to try to put on saplings and track the Elise. But I don't think that's very likely.
Yeah, we'll see what they pick on this blue side. It seems like a Yasuo
What?
and a
Okay.
Gragas.
All right, I am down
Yeah.
for the Bomba.
Wow.
I am down
Yeah.
for Gragas. Best champ in
Us.
game.
Let's see if this Gragas is locked in. I think it is a good pick to round out their comp. I'm not gonna lie, Gragas has been very strong recently and good meta, good blind.
Yeah.
It's always a
I will
safe pick.
say that Gragas.
Maybe
is,
he
like,
opts in for the
making-
Cassante actually. Oh, and that's a Cassante locked in.
Okay, so they are trusting all their AP to the Vigar bot.
Yeah, mainly to the
most likely.
Vagar and there's the Cho'Gath.
Okay.
Wow. Spicy. So
Alright.
I'm actually shocked that he opted to take the Yasuo into the Pantheon matchup. Pretty much a blind. He didn't know where that Pantheon was
You
going.
think
I
it could be
assumed he
Yasuo
went going
bot?
top.
Vigar mid.
I mean, it could be, but it could be.
Little bot
You're right.
here, it's like you
Could be.
the exact plan that you want to have happen if you're red is the dive, which is like Yasuo can't like thin the wave at all
Yeah.
to counter that. So
And I think Yasuo. I'm not too sure about what happens bot lane if Yasuo goes bot lane. But I think in either way, Yasuo doesn't really get to play the game in either lane he goes to.
we also are on the current
Yeah.
like wait, the last patch notes are through, right? Because Milio's in the game.
Yeah, Amelia's currently in the
And
game.
Vigar just got headshot where he lost a bunch of base armor.
That is
So
true.
it
That is
really
true.
sucks to play Vigar into double range Caitlyn and Varus lanes
Yes.
without
yes.
that armor. You will get absolutely
Yeah.
eviscerated by every ability and by caster minions. So
They didn't touch Rod of Ages, right? And I feel like that was
No, they didn't
Definitely,
trust.
like,
They
the
didn't.
problem.
They didn't touch Rod of Ages.
that was the problem item, at least for late game.
I don't know. I think this lane phase is gonna be really bad if Vigar goes
Yeah.
bot.
Yeah, we'll see. Is that an Ivern top, or are they switch? Oh, they're not in LCS. Okay,
I mean,
I see.
who is jungle
Okay.
if Ivern goes top?
They're not in LCS, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. But yeah, they picked Cho'Gath for was that Jonah's team, right? Just picking Cho'Gath to just kind of be weak side because you're playing Elise, you're playing Pantheon, you're playing heavy around like just freeing this Pantheon from lane, going bot, and running over the game.
Yeah. What an
We'll see how that
interesting
goes.
two comps here. Nothing we've really seen meta. Honestly, this is not something you'd see in LCS or maybe in LCK even or LPL, but it is. I guess
See
this
some
is.
of the LCK bot laners testing Cho'Gath bot.
Yeah, Cho'Gath bot for sure, but I don't think this is a Cho'Gath bot.
Yeah.
This is definitely a
I will
Cho'Gath in the lane.
I will say that Vietnam plays a lot of Pantheon, like no matter what. They love playing
what?
roaming mids. Yeah, like
Where's
Vietnam. Vietnam loves playing like roaming mids like Pantheon, even when they're like not meta.
Here's our.
So they play it a lot just to like run bot and win or lose the game by minute 8.
All right, yeah, Shiv is our resident Vietnam expert. He watches a lot of
Got it.
Vietnamese league.
It's like LPL, but the players are worse. So
Okay, so how do you watch it?
it's fun.
Okay.
And like meanwhile, on blue side with like this Vigar, it's like Vigar is very good at peeling back against the Pantheon, against Elise, against Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if he'll get through like the early portions.
Yeah, absolutely. While we can't see
Interesting seeing who support.
while we can't see what's going on red side, we can see the blue side team, and Rapid Fire X is a bot laner, so it looks like it's gonna be that Nautilus Veigar bot lane with a Yasuo ADC or Yasuo mid lane rather, Ivern jungle, K'Sante top, obviously. So looks like they're not doing anything crazy in terms of like what's going where. Obviously the picks are still pretty crazy in terms of the Yasuo and the Ivern, but we'll just have to see how they execute it. Meanwhile, on the red side, yeah, very
Why can't we
early-
see red side?
it's I don't know. They've changed it a long time ago. I have no idea why, but it's very early game centric, and with their double ADC, the Pantheon, the Elise who wants to gank, probably looks for a dive early on the Veigar. This Veigar is going to be very, very vulnerable early. I don't think
Yeah.
this Nautilus has enough in his kit to be able to stop that. But yeah,
I'm very curious what decisions Harambe makes around that fact, because as Ivern, your jungle paths are very weird.
I think we're gonna see a level 3 Nautilus roam and Veigar just under tower.
at
For
level
us-
3 Nautilus roam,
Well, I don't know. I can't say level 3 for sure, but like just looking at
I don't think.
the players, I think they're playing for top side.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a level 3 Nautilus roam. Not in this tournament.
That was maybe a little too specific. I just meant I don't know how often Nautilus will be in lane.
We'll see. I mean, we haven't really seen Chainman play. He doesn't play the game all that much, so I'm not sure how gutsy he'll be in terms of leaving his APC rather than ADC to fend for himself, because at the same time, what does Nautilus even do in this lane against double ADC, right? It's kind of cursed.
I'd also imagine
Yeah.
that like bot river is just perma lit up, so it would be very difficult for Nautilus to even like get a roam off without like just stepping over a ward that's placed because of the perma bot prio. So I feel like even roaming would be difficult unless he like backs and goes top or something.
Yeah, it would have to be on a recall timer, I think.
Well, just like the pressure that Nautilus can provide. I don't know if he has to accomplish much. in his rounds.
So are you thinking that this Nautilus is gonna kind of make or break the game, whether or not this Elise can get off some early stuff going
Nah,
for his
I
team?
think though the Ivern and the Nautilus will be like looking towards topside for sure.
Okay, interesting. So you think this Vagar will be weak sided?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Not-
just my guess.
okay, not the best choice, I would say, to weak side your Vagar, but
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I mean,
I do remember, or at least I recall during like the drafts that this team said they would, I don't know, be playing towards antihistamines.
Yeah, I think he is their best player by rank. He was a captain. He is the captain of this team.
wasn't Mushy? I don't know. I just looked at the ranks when they were loading. Mushy's in Master, and I
Yeah,
think that
Mushy's
was the
in
highest,
Masters.
at least for this season.
Babbles is he has another account that was like 450 OP or something like that.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so Babbles is definitely the highest ranked player, I think, in terms of peak at least. Mushy, I don't know exactly what he peaked. Maybe he peaked GM. I haven't checked the list. But yeah, Mushy is Masters right now.
Okay. So then, Mark, you've been playing a lot of top lane recently. Do you think Cho'Gath will be able to absorb
God,
like the pressure of this matchup if blue team decides to like send attention top? Do you think Cho'Gath is broken
Let's
enough
see.
for that?
I think if he gets, oh, where'd the stream go?
Give me a second.
I think if he gets behind, and take this with a grain of salt because I've been playing top lane and getting bodied recently, so maybe I don't know that much, but I think if Cho'Gath gets behind early, it'll be a lot harder for him to stabilize.
Yep. I think it's absolutely a fair point, but I mean, my counterpoint would be that he's playing the best Cho'Gath skin in the game, newly released skin.
Oh.
So I really don't see this Cho'Gath ever dying at any point this game. It's
That is a pretty
actually
cool skin, man.
impossible.
I mean, I think I was having a conversation with Jonah Flying Oyster about how this Cho'Gath skin looks nothing like Cho'Gath.
That's the point.
Yeah, so the Cho'Gath skin is so good that it doesn't look like Cho'Gath.
You
So
make
that's what you
something
want.
cool and different. That's the point of a skin. I don't want to play as Yasuo with a hat. I want to play as like, freak Yasuo. I don't know.
I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure it looks horrible in game, but I like the splash art.
Okay, that's just Cho'Gath's model. Cho'Gath's
Yeah.
from World War II model. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, look at
They're
that.
updating that.
What are they updating that? I don't know, man.
Not a popular enough champion for an update.
Maybe when
I'm
they
afraid.
fix his ear.
Huh?
Yeah, never mind.
Well, we'll worry about the Emperor another time. He's lost his kingdom.
The joke here is that they'll never fix his ear. Sag.
Anything interesting in runes you guys see? I feel like Electrocute Vigard is very strange to not just go like Spellbook.
No. I think it's perfectly normal. I take Electrocute in a lot of my brink games with Vagar. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Unable to.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. He's got the TP, so he can TP back after.
Okay, it
Getting
seems like
Dove
my
level 3.
game is fucked. That was interesting.
Fascinating, in fact.
Let me try that again. See if my spectate wants to work. If it doesn't work, we might be doomed.
Shiv, you got Nitro?
I do not.
Everything, all the authentication details of DMV Rivals
Yeah.
Twitch stream?
No.
Okay.
We won't be doing that, but
Unfortunately.
yeah, I'll just have to pray and see that my spectate wants to work. I have no idea why it's not working.
Right. This is a Riot Games client shutting down the way that Jonah hopes to shut down the bottom lane in the upcoming game. Where they're going to throw all their attention at Caitlyn Varys and make it look like the League client, where Vigar is just unable to function for the entire game.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second.
See you.
All right. Okay. Cool.
In the meantime, I'm gonna search up what the Chinese
I think we're good.
team.
I might have to restart one more time, and then I think we're fine.
All right.
So let's just make sure I can do that.
Lyrics of an opera.
All right. Perfect.
Wait.
I think we should be okay.
It's that Chinese opera meme.
I'm pretty sure that's like the rap music thing. The Chinese rap. The meme.
Wait,
or
what?
something. It's like the Chinese rap meme or something. I think that's what it's from.
I need to see that.
I think just search up Chinese rap on YouTube and you'll like check the first result.
Oh no, I got it. I don't think it's rap. Just give me a sec.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, we're in game.
Very nice.
Let me just make sure I got all the.
Nah, yeah, I got it. Okay, I'll send you the
Oh my god.
link.
Okay. Oh my god, what is going on?
Are you not streaming it to Discord? Just.
Give me a second.
I'll
All right.
see it.
All right.
I think we're good now. Perfect.
I see it.
There we go. We got the timers up. And perfect. Nice.
All right, very nice. We are in to the first game. I don't know. Is this the first game of spring?
This
I haven't
is
seen
the
you guys-
second game. Actually, we had our first game back when we had Thursday when I don't remember the team names, but Joni's team took down Jason the other's team. It was a it was a big upset, honestly. I think Jason's team was definitely the favorites in that matchup, and Joni's team just swept them up. It was crazy. It was kind of a stomp, honestly. But yeah, this is the second game.
Is there a
Yeah.
post
The tournament?
results?
I think the results are not posted in terms of like the stats in DMV
Okay.
Rivals because the bracket takes care of everything.
I see.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's how it is.
All right.
Looks like we're
Either
looking at a standard 5-point. Not really a standard 5-point. I think Red Side is doing a standard 5-point, but looks like Chainman and Rapid Fire X are looking for that bot ward.
The
for
thing I'm
some-
going to be very interested to see in this early game is what the Ivern does. I don't think any of us are familiar with how Ivern wants
Yeah.
to play this early game. I'd imagine he wants to cover bot on his first
Oh,
clear.
we're looking for some action here. Camper and Pama don't know this is worded. Oh, and that's a
plus two. Plus two.
That is
Easy game.
+2. That is +2 for Rapid Fire X. Let's switch these around to get them in LCS. And I
So
think
it
we're
looks
good.
like okay, both junglers starting top, about what we expect given the high attention that a Caitlyn lane will draw to it. You have a hook in bot by Chainman, but nothing to really do about it.
Yeah, I will say, like, it looks like these are not trades that Rapid Fire X and J-Man want to be taking, especially when an Elise is pathing down bot. But let's see how Harambe can answer these.
Yeah, Oyster is skipping his most of his top side, just doing red. So I'm curious if he's gonna just do 3 camp into bot and just go fast for a play.
I don't really know anything about Ivern, but I think he's going to like collect his camps right now.
They aren't taking that much poke down bot though.
I mean, yeah. you're
Okay,
right.
yeah, when you
Area likes to play, is he all ins and tries to use his barrier on like the first or second?
Chainman is taking quite a bit of damage, though.
yeah. Yep. It looks like we're gonna get attention bot.
Yeah.
Harambe is here, but a bit too late. Oyster able to flash. Successful dive in on the Nautilus. Mushy with the Ignite, and oh. Ignite does not quite burn down Karnper there on the Pantheon. But either way, that's the script. Bot lane, attention, 3 camps, 1 kill. Ivern has completed his full clear, so while that bot lane did go the way of the Elise, there is going to be some lead for Harambe to get just from clearing his jungle.
Yep. Let's see if this... They're pinging for a dive. Looks like he's gonna back off. Okay.
Wrong.
Look, we got the level 2 Nautilus from.
And straight bot again. Rapid fire tanks up a lot of damage from the Varus. Here's Oyster. Can't quite get the cocoon. Still gonna go for a Q forward. Rappel up.
Oh my god.
It's just not what he really looked for. Spider goes splat, and Vigar is on the board.
Yeah, that is very, very bad for the red side, honestly.
Wow.
Giving the Vigar a kill after you're putting this much pressure down is just like...
Piece back for the wave, holy.
Yep. Bit of damage there, but yeah. Badly executed by Flying Oyster.
Yeah, I feel like he just really wanted to force a play with how much. I mean, he keeps giving up a Chainman flashing in, gets the root down with inside the cage, but I mean, Rapid Fire already used his spells, he can't follow through. And now Chainman's taking a lot of damage, and the arrow gets 1 in response.
Yo, huge response from Camper on duty down there to
into
Varus
good
support.
play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Harambe now going to make his first gank known with the little shield onto Mushy, and Karnper without flash. This should be one locked up. Tornado doesn't even need a hit for Mushy to lock that one down.
Yeah, Karnper needs to be very, very, very cautious with these trades he's going on into Mushy without this flash. Costs him there. I think Babbles has the upper hand. He has an ult advantage.
He has level 6. He's going in. Feast is up now for Hresvelg. But here comes Cassante going all out. Gets Q3 across. Needs another auto. Flash away from Hresvelg. And Babbles will not continue with the ghost. Cho'Gath able to get away with his life.
I'm surprised Babbles didn't actually keep going with that, but I guess he was too scared of the Hresvelg damage that he still had in his back pocket with the Feast. But Babbles able to get a turret plating here.
Cho'Gath trying to catch the wave.
Oh,
He's crashing back in. He wants this, but he's going to start taking tower. Feast could lock it down, but the turret is all he needs. Last breath in the mid lane from Mushy as he's looking for another kill onto Karnper on duty. He's got the Ignite taking another Q. Needs another shot and he'll get it. Solo kill for Mushy.
holy crap, a bunch of action going on. And now we're going bot lane.
Yep, there's the cage. Cocoon
no
is going to hit the Nautilus. No flash. Camper gets that with the arrow. Elise will repel out. Teleport. A bit of a waste from Babbles as he will now have that disadvantage.
That's going to hurt for Babbles, honestly. He just got solo killed and then TB'd for nothing, but looking for more.
Oh, Oyster trying to get something back going in onto Rapid Fire, but Babbles has his back. Now looking for even more. The top laner has arrived a bit earlier than expected in the bottom lane. Cage isn't going to find any value. So Babbles at least gets something off that TP.
Yeah, it is nice that he gets a kill, for sure, because he's going to miss a wave, maybe even two here, and give up a turret plating to the Cho'Gath. And that's definitely not somebody you want to be scaling, because he's going to build that Heart Stew. He's going to be a big boy once he gets once he gets rolling.
Yeah.
But while Babbles TP'd down, it looks like they'll be able to secure the dragon.
And I think that's a very big win for Blue. When you play these Caitlyn Varus lanes, these hard push lanes, you want to be stacking dragons. You never want to lose a neutral objective, ever. throughout the game. So it is very big on that counterpunch that Blue was able to stop that from happening, at least lock in one Infernal Dragon to their side.
Yep, very, very good pickup for Rapid Fire X and Shayman. Well, the whole side of blue team, honestly. Because Oyster's heavily like going down there, but it looks like it's not working out, and mid lane is just, I don't know what to say, he's kind of gapped.
Yeah, I think Oyster just took his first ever Krugs this game, but now he's coming up top as Babbles doesn't have Flash, doesn't have Ghost. He'll try to go all out to buy some distance, but he's stunned by Cocoon. Repel on down, isn't going to get enough distance.
Oh, here comes Yasuo.
Dash out. Mushi's here. Is Q3 there for a knock-up? Not quite yet. They're going to go in onto Oyster, who's running away. There's a bit of peel from the Cho'Gath, and now Yasuo might be caught
he gets
out.
feasted. He
Gets the munch. And Karnper is here on the Pantheon, and he will help lock down a double for the Cho'Gath.
Goodness. Yeah, really not what blue team is looking for with that roam. Much you thought it looked good, but then the follow-up from Karnper was there, and the damage from Whoa.
Veigar. But Palma is going in, gonna look to at least get something back on the Shayman. Will get hit by Dark Matter. Wants to continue knowing Veigar has no spells. Event Horizon is hit. Palma hits the Peacemaker. But this Dark Matter is about to come down. Rapid Fire very low in mana. He gets into the Q, and now that's the range buffs, baby. Veigar's at 3-0.
Oh my god, after all that red team invested into this bot lane, Veigar just comes out of this thing with a 3-0 lead. It's crazy.
I think Oyster's calling for an FF.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Spent every resource bot lane, and his lane's just getting 2v2'd.
Not good at all, honestly.
Insane. And they've had both Flash up bot lane.
Yeah.
On red side.
Oyster trying to continue the pressure in mid. There's the stun from Pantheon. Flash away. Oyster trying to find the repel, but it's not quite in range to press that button. And Mushy will escape with the flash being used.
Bunch of action going on in this game. It's like non-stop everywhere on the map. Top lane, bot lane, mid lane.
Everyone just wants to fight.
Yep. I mean, that's exactly what red team wants to do with this early game comp, but it seems like blue team, with these scaling picks, like Cassante and Veigar are just matching blow for blow, and now Veigar is just a monster. I don't know how they're going to deal with him in the late game when he can just click R and hit anybody.
To be fair, there are two champions that he doesn't want, three champions kind of that he doesn't want to click R on. Elise can repel, Pantheon can empowered E, and Cho'Gath is, you know, already 3-0 with fire.
Yeah, he's gonna have 10k health.
Yeah, I mean, Caitlyn is still strong in her own regard. She is 2-1. Varus is also 2-1. They're looking for another dive.
Cocoon doesn't hit. Shaman wants to go in onto the Elise, but Chains are going to lock him down, and that is not the dredge line you want to hit there from the side of Shaman. It's going to be Herald dropped by Oyster, and I guess the bot lane is back on top as they keep swinging the momentum in every which way.
Good job for Flying Oyster for bouncing back even after 3-0. Not discouraged to take some more ganks down there and pick up the kill on Shayman. He's 0-5 now. I guess that's just the nature of Nautilus, honestly.
Yeah, you get behind, you still need to go for the engages, and you can't live.
At this point, Oh! That guy almost got Cassante bladed all the way into this tower, but not today, it looks like. But yeah, Nautilus, it seems like at this point, every time he goes for a Q, he's just going to die for it.
So in spite of their bot lane just getting absolutely 2v2'd, they are still in a good position. Like you said, they've bounced back. Caitlyn has finished Gale Force here at 11 minutes. And Mushy gets the ult onto the Elise. Gonna take the last breath, and then Shaman's here as well. Locks down Karnper for maybe a second. Yasuo is eating good, and he'll lock down a double kill.
Oh my goodness. It is just not looking good for mid jungle right now.
Uh-oh.
Rapid Fire X, looking for something.
Fire in a bit of a scuffle. We pan away to watch Cho'Gath CS. He's CSing very well, but there's an Ivern behind him. Bot lane looks like Rapid Fire got out with the flash, but can they lock down a kill onto the Cho'Gath?
Let's see if he can outplay this.
Tanky. All out goes Babbles. Rupture hits there onto the Ivern. Shaman trying to come up. They will burn a flash. Daisy not quite able to get through for more autos. Chains hits right after the TP.
Oh, he's dead!
Ace in the hole, and a headshot comes through.
Big shutdown.
Very good timed on the TP.
Wow. Yeah, that's actually really
Yeah.
big.
Beautifully done by Kemper and Panma to time that well.
Probably get bot tower off that, and Veigar loses infinite waves.
Yeah, but honestly, this mid jungle needs to pick it up. I mean, Flying Oyster has been doing a really good job in getting his bot lane ahead, but Karnper on duty is just not looking good on this Pantheon, even though it's one of his main champs.
Yep. And I mean, Mushy, when you're 4-1 on Yasuo and you're empowered by the Ivern, flash hook hits, they get the mini knockup onto the Elise. She is rooted down, nowhere to go. Karnper, it just continues. Mid lane is where dreams go to die if you're Team Jonah right now.
Mushy 5-0 now. Holy smokes. He's doing work on this Yasuo. Never mind about what I said about the counter matchup. It seems like Yasuo actually counters Pantheon, believe it or not, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Seems like it. Yeah, I don't know how that happened either, but Mushy's just playing it very well, I guess.
I think it's just jungle diff. Like, if you pick Pantheon, you're picking point-and-click CC for Elise. Elise never comes to your lane. She plays around bot. It's jungle diff. So.
True. Maybe Karnper is yelling at his jungler right now that he never came mid lane. But at the same time, I think Karnper did lose a lot of trades into the gank. So small stuff like that, like those trades that he lost early, really did add up into his 0-3 now.
Yeah.
Definitely not where you want to be as the Pantheon, where your own support has finished an item before you.
Yeah.
On the lethality Varus, so
Trustwalk has
not where you want to be.
Trustwalk has a 2-level lead.
Yeah, the support item's OP.
This guy is a thick boy. Has anyone noticed the freaking Cassante knockup animation? What is that? I've never noticed that.
This game. Basically just Yasuo, right?
Okay. They cannot hit rapid fire in the mid lane. J-Man goes for a hook in the 2v3.
Looks like all the skill shots go wide.
Doesn't matter.
What are they aiming at? No dredge line, no chain of corruption.
And we talk about Vygar's disadvantage being his like short stubby arms. Well, he's also just very small and compact, very hard to hit.
Mushy just going past the tower to trade with this guy. Fears nothing. Look at him.
Yeah. I mean, we got a 2-level lead in the mid lane. Okay, now 1 level, whatever. And basically a huge lead in top lane for Hrassvelg on the other side. So we'll see which soul laner is able to really come out on top, as there's the all-out onto Cho'Gath. He may have overstepped. There's several members of blue around, and they get a big shutdown onto Babbles. Meanwhile, Mushy is going to just try to deny what he can to Camper, but still, they get the big shutdown.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the strengths of Cassante. He can just launch you into tower, like literally insect you into tower, and you're freaking gone.
We reverted Zach Kidnap so we could give it to someone else.
Is that a Warmog's coming out for the Cho'Gath?
That has to be Heartsteel.
I think it's Heartsteel.
That's Heartsteel.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
definitely Heartsteel.
I forgot about that item.
Yeah.
I mean, Heartsteel is also just like super good when you're playing against like Cassante Yasuo.
And, oh my god, what is that in Yasuo's inventory? Is that a Gale Force?
No.
No, man. I mean,
wait, but he's
I
the
guess
only one who can actually kill Cho'Gath.
I guess the theory is that he needs to cap close to get onto this Caitlyn and Varus. But why would he need to do that when he has Cassante and Nautilus? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, but Shaman hits the hook. It doesn't really result in too much. Event Horizon drops nothing. Looks like Jonah's team trying to position around this Herald. They have a big, beefy Cho'Gath to help face check, but Babble's still pushing through.
Oh, they're looking?
Yep. Yep, that's going to be depth charge onto the Varus. Cassante just going to run on by. They drop the Yasuo. Flash barrier will not save the Varus. Meanwhile, inside the fight, Shaman taking a lot of damage as Hrassvelg trying to go forward and tank what he can. But Babbles has found his way onto Oyster. It's a double kill for Mushy. And now 3 more members.
Oh, it's 3-man
knockup, but there's no ultimate remaining. Event Horizon's going to lock them up. A nice stun. Shaman goes forward, hits the dredge line. Karnper able to survive, but the ignite. Force comes through.
Oh
it's an absolute slaughter. Harambe goes a bit too far. He'll die to the tower. Babbles now not able to find a return kill. A bit of an overstep.
Wait, what just
happened? Oh, watch out, Rapid Fire X.
Team anti, and now Hrassvelg looking to lock down another, but the Event Horizon is good enough. A bit of a fiesta as we trade 3 for 3.
It looked so good for blue team, and then I feel like they just inted it. They literally just ran it down into the tower and died for no reason.
You have free. Why take free Herald when you can kill the Caitlyn?
To be fair, they killed the most useless numbers, the Elise, the Pantheon, and then the Varus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like without that tower dive, they would have come up way ahead.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. They would have got the Herald. They could even got mid and top tower. But it seems like they got a little hyphy going for that play. But wow, we just seen
He's in shop.
He's dead. Yep.
Wow,
Okay. He's in shop.
big damage from a support, mind you. But yeah, that is the power of Vera support. But yeah, I mean,
with that pick, they should be able to set up here for this dragon, get vision around it, make it so enemy team has to walk into Caitlyn and Varus if they want to get this Cloud Dragon. Don't think it's likely Jonas team contest this, so should be Cloud Dragon going over.
yeah.
Oh wait, Jonas team's in red. Whatever.
Yeah, but we did see in that last fight the power of that Yasuo. That guy was tearing through red team. Yeah, that was a nice TP. I don't know who that was. I guess that was, that was Veigar. That is a bit unlucky. Yeah, but honestly, Cho'Gath needs to match this Yasuo. He's the only one that I can actually deal with him at this point in the game. But that guy does so much damage. He was just tearing shit up.
Yeah, you see the go. Gonna go in onto Cho'Gath. Doesn't drop the ulti. That charge is going to use. They're actually going back in onto the play.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Restvelg is gonna burn Flash. Tornado hits, but that's Flash for nothing. But is there a collapse? Not really.
Yeah, Cho'Gath is this tanky, but
the only one who can kill Cho'Gath.
it seems like even with the Gale Force, he does enough damage because he gets that armor penetration from his R.
Full Rupture onto 2. Cocoon is windwalled though, and now Cho'Gath with no flash. Pantheon's gonna show up with the Skyfall. Shaman in a bit of a rough spot. He's able to flash away. Nice 2-man knock up. Daisy putting in work as Babbles arrives on the flank. The Dark Matter hits on 2. Restvelg in a rough spot. They trade 2 for 1. Oyster now has to run. Babbles
Oh my god!
And that's Cassante on the back line. A huge burst from Panma is able to kill him though. And now the ace in the hole is gonna prevent Team Anti from going any further.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, it is a 2-for-1, but it seems like Babbles is just getting way too hype going into the backline, biting off way more than he can chew. I think it's just like Cassante syndrome, honestly. You feel like you're literally unstoppable when you go for that all-in. Or all-out, rather. But yeah, if they can just tone that down for a little bit, they can close out this game pretty easily. It looks like they're winning literally every fight.
Actually, with Red Side, it has the gold lead though.
Red side does have the gold lead, but it seems like even with that gold advantage, blue side is coming out on top of all these team fights.
Yeah, we talked a lot earlier about how the bot lane had to get ahead, and while there is some gold lead on red, how far ahead do you guys think this like Elise, Pantheon, Caitlyn comp had to be in a comfortable state right now at 20 minutes?
I think they're uncomfortable at this point. I feel like they even think that they're behind because of how much blue team is scaled at this point with the Cassante, with the Yasuo, with the Veigar. There's going to be hard to deal with them. Like, at least at this point is like a stun bot, honestly. She doesn't offer that much damage, especially into this very tanky Veigar.
Yeah, Pantheon's also a stun bot.
Yeah, same thing with Pantheon, but none of them have any resources. Don't have any gold really. They're sitting on one item.
Yeah, if you're Elise this game, you probably regret not going Everfrost, so you at least have a second ability. Maybe build a Knight's Vow next, or a Frozen Heart, cut into the Yasuo or something. Yeah,
I mean, we'll see if she can find any picks, maybe onto the Veigar so they can blow him up on the Cocoon. But it's going to be very hard to be setting up, but I know Flying Oyster is a very good player, probably the highest, one of the most highly rated players in this DMV tournament. So let's see what he can pull off.
He is going up against Harambe, who I think has had like a very solid game. He didn't really match too many of Elise's ganks, but he was like still farming up very well. He's already hit that 2 support power spike. And actually, could you click on Ivan real quick? I want to check something.
Sure.
You have to look him on the map.
There he is.
Very. Okay, I thought there would be some way for me to check what his secondary runes are, because there is a tech that people are doing on a lot of jugglers, including Maokai, where they go Ingenious Hunter runes, so that they're able to proc Moonstone more often.
Oh, I see. That's pretty big brain. Yeah.
And I don't know. The other part I build is Fimbulwinter, but we'll talk about it if Maokai gets picked.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just have to see if it does have that. Maybe when the Mikhails goes on cooldown, but
some there you go. Even Mikhails has a shorter cooldown. Easy game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Mikhails has a lot of value when you're up against, like you said, a stun bot of Elise.
Yeah, I think it's more so for the Cho'Gath silence or the Verisar. But holy crap, Mushy does not give a fuck.
Wow. There's Panic Flash.
Mushy feeling so strong with the Ivern by his side. It seems like they're losing sieges even though they have the superior range advantage.
Yeah, Breastfeld maybe gonna try to chase down here as Babble's gonna dodge away from that second rupture, throws up the emote. And nothing to come of it. But hey, check out that recall. It is pretty sick.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a splash, I must say.
Either way.
He looks like a freaking... Looks like if Dark Souls had a budget. Like Walmart version of Dark Souls.
True.
Either way, we do have dragons spawning in 20, so Fresswell getting the bot push in before. He does have TP if he has any items he wants to go back for as the setup for this dragon begins.
Yep, and one of the strengths of having this Cho'Gath is he's going to be able to secure the... Oh my god, the Gale Force!
Panma has to flash, but Mushy's gonna follow, looking to slice him up into pieces, and the Tornado gets the shutdown. That is a huge amount of red team's lead thrown away, but the Cocoon hits onto Mushy, and a huge amount of blue team's lead is gone, as Mushy's gonna fall Harambe, not able to provide enough shields and heals.
I don't think that's worth it. I mean, look at red side, they have another ADC.
Yeah, another ADC, ready to go.
When you lose one, you have another in your pocket. I'm just kidding, obviously, but look at
He
the
wants to engage, drops the depth charge. Karmper is in as Shaman is just going to be shredded like paper. The Cho'Gath gets the rupture. Vigar has to flash as it's Jonah's team coming out on top. They want to come through this choke.
This Cho'Gath takes no damage.
Cho'Gath is just unkillable here on the front line. Event Horizon laid down the choke, but fight's already over. And Jonah still
Dude, he's actually an Elden Ring boss right now. What the heck?
Yeah, Vader Camper have separated himself off, but he's got the backup of his point and click Pantheon, point and click Elise right there to be able to find that kill, and a bit of a fumble out of Team Anti.
Yeah, I mean, Red's team is going to secure this dragon. Looks like Rapid Fire X is going to go back to farming. But yeah, I mean, one of the mistakes I think that Vagar made is not going Leandry. Because who can kill this Cho'Gath? Nobody.
Right,
Nobody does
like
percent health damage.
Thing. I feel like Yasuo, I would have assumed Yasuo's the one attacking or hitting Cho'Gath.
Yeah, but does Yasuo go Kraken, I guess? Even with Kraken, I mean, it's hard for him to deal with it, right? Pressfog
also going Pete. I mean, I'd assume on Yasuo you'd want to go last Whisper item.
I mean, not necessarily because your ulti gives that 50% armor pen, but I mean, Pressfog is just going to auto him once. Yeah, but Pressfog is just going to auto him once with Heartsteel, and then ult him, he's dead.
That is true.
Right? I mean, it is so hard for Yasuo to actually play out these fights now that this Cho'Gath is so strong. I mean, before he was doing so much damage, and that wind wall helped him get some survivability, but now that the Cho'Gath can just auto him and kill him, it's a little scary to go in.
Feld has truly become the raid boss here for Jonah's team, and he's going to look to carry them. He's on 3 items, looking pretty good here in this game.
Yeah. We'll see what... I mean, it looks like Crestfog is going to have to pull through and carry this team to a victory because... Just look at him. Nobody can kill him.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, Vigar can't even really build Void Staff. He needs Rabadons to function as a champion.
Yeah, and I think
the fact that it's...
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And the fact that it's like already delayed because you want the tanky build of Roa and Seros for that survivability. So Rabs is going to come in 3rd. And it's like, okay, are you getting Void Staff 4th? Is the game even going to go that long? I think
it's a big mistake to go Seros 2nd item on Vagar. I'm not going to lie. I think Rabadons just gives too much value. In terms of AP, I feel like you just sit on the tier if you need the AP, and then go Rabadons, go Void, and just never finish the Seraph's item. I feel like it's just not that useful, because you can always just opt for straight tank items like Force of Nature, Dead Man's Plate, instead of an AP item.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of a buy.
Feeling pressured.
Man, going in way too early.
Yasuo is going to go on in. Panma in a bit of trouble. The Yasuo is caught out. Yasuo is going to find 1 kill, but does he give up his life? He does. Cho'Gath is coming in on the flank, looking for a delicious dinner, but he may have to just settle for the Cassante. He will go all out into the enemy backline and die, and that should just be Baron over to
yeah. They saw that Cho'Gath and they sprinted. They freaking wanted no smoke. They wanted none of that.
and Harambe trying to walk on back. They trap the monster in a cage, but that's only going to do so much here as Rapid Fire. Not really going to find too many angles. Range buffs be damned. He cannot get a hold. He can't even tango with the support Varus right now, for being honest.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the ultimate to really chunk him out. And Baron should be secured still.
Good move from Camper. I mean, maybe Harambe has something to say about this. Maybe Harambe is the one that's going to get dropped into the pit this time.
Oh, at least a bit low, but where's the damage coming from? Repels to the other side of the pit and secures it. Q Smite, easy peasy. J-Man has arrived. He's going to go for another hook. And he locks down the Elise. No flash here on Flying Oyster. They will get that one back into Rapid Fire's pockets, but Baron for Elise, I think you're content with that.
Yeah, it looks like Harambe was trying to get dropped into the pit. Like, a little bit of the opposite this time. If you guys know what I mean. But yeah, Flying Oyster sacrifices himself for the greater good, makes sure his team gets out safely. It is a pretty good trade, Baron, for 1 kill. Once he gets up, though, they're going to start looking to siege with this double ADC. And this Cho'Gath. He just walks at you menacingly. Doesn't even have to throw any abilities.
Yeah.
The music starts to amp up. You're like, wait, what is?
Yeah,
what
why
is
do I hear boss
where
music?
are the violins and
Why do I hear boss music? All of a sudden you see Cho'Gath on your flank.
Yeah, let's see what the lane assignments will be here for Jonah's team.
I think they're just gonna run it down 5 mid. I think everyone just needs to be on the same page at this point. Pantheon is not strong enough to be splitting. Cho'Gath is just too strong to be splitting, and 2 ADCs and Elise obviously can't split. So I think it's just 5 mid. I think that's the play.
Yep, they are gonna death ball here. Event Horizon puts down the Cho'Gath. How long will it take them to kill? They root him down. A lot of CC. There's the armor penetration from the Yasuo.
Oh, and he's down!
Exploded! But they do get the Cho'Gath in return. Elise repels into the air and will get away. Rapid Fire not able to drop Event Horizon in time. Another hook from Shaman finds it. Nothing, but Panma is going to be able to kite out Babbles. Cho'Gath not even required for this fight. Elise not going to go too far in, but still looks like a good fight for Team Jonah.
Yeah, I think Shaman is being way too eager with these hooks. Honestly, he is just kind of baiting his team.
Yeah, after everyone pressed R on the Cho'Gath, I don't know about hooking in.
Yeah, I don't know about hooking in at that point. Yeah, because a lot of your damage is gone with Mushy down. I think you just have to cut your losses at that point. They burned so much trying to get him down. The Veigar ulti, the Yasuo ulti, the Iron ulti, literally every ulti. And
Veigar ulti is still important for one-shotting the squishies.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think they just wanted the Cho'Gath down immediately. Make sure he couldn't turn around and eat somebody. Which he did, but yeah.
So in spite of the early game kind of like plan for Team Jonah being like, hey, we're going to stack some dragons. We're going to go 4 dragon into soul GG at 25 minutes. They lost the first 2 dragons, but since then have gotten 3 in a row. They're sitting on 3 clouds. They're going fast. Probably not what they drew up, but still something they're definitely happy with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a really, they're clutching it up, really. I think Restfog is really showing his worth on this Cho'Gath, and the Varus support is actually going really crazy right now. 7 and 2 and 9.
True.
He has 4 items, which is literally insane. That's like a support like literally never gets to that item count.
Who's got 4 items? Are you
The
counting
Varus?
boots?
1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm counting a support item. Yeah.
Okay.
I also think that, you see the value of the Umbral Glaive in these situations when you're ahead. His vision score is probably higher than his Elise's damage all game. Very valuable game here from Camper on duty.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, but they're going to look for Elise pick here. Nautilus flies in. They surround him. Even burn a TP. Why not? To get that pick on Elise.
Yeah, Flying Oyster definitely just stepping way too far up. I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
If the Cho'Gath steps up here, I feel like they could clear the wave.
Either way, they do not see the need to do so quite yet. It will be a tower going down for Team Anti. Yep. Pantheon has been called back from the sideline. He has the Skyfall, but it looks like, just play defensive, chill out. Bit of a chunk onto Chayman. He's going to hook the wall, and that'll be that.
Confront duty.
And they're now going to turn onto him, but a stopwatch is dropped. Depth charge is going to keep Cho'Gath at bay for a bit longer. Babel's trying to go in. Cho'Gath is a menace on the front line. He'll get knocked up all over the place, but he'll take a munch out of Shaman. Harambe trying to flash and support his team, but it's Yasuo that can't get the damage off. And now Panma Jr. is in place to fire, and it looks like a bit of a wash.
Dude, look at this Cho'Gath. He can't even fit through the gate, bro. He's so goddamn big. What the fuck? Look at him, look at him, look at him. Let's see if he goes through the gate. Bro, how does he...
How many stacks does he have?
460. Let's see his ult stacks. 11, which is
okay.
Good enough for 1760.
7k HP.
7k, yeah. That is a lot. He doesn't have as many Heartsteel stacks as I would have liked to have seen in a 33-minute game, but this guy is, man.
Yeah.
They cannot deal with it, man. I think at this point, Varigard needs to like sell his Roa and get Liandry or something. Maybe even opt for Demonic Embrace. Because he needs to do some percent damage. Ooh, Babel's looking for an all-in?
I was looking for the all-in, but the vision was not there to cover him, and all of Team Jonah have him surrounded. And he is now on the wrong side of the rift. He does have teleport, but Elise and Cho'Gath should be able to hunt him down if he chooses to TP. He'll actually get away with Blast Point. And Rapid Fire now might be caught out. He's going to drop Event Horizon. Cocoon hits onto the Nautilus, and he won't even have a chance to go in this fight. Restvelg going to take that one down easily. Daisy falls as well. Babbles needs to show himself.
Flash.
Good to the Cocoon, but the Rupture just covers the entire choke. Babbles has to show himself out. Flying Oyster gets chunked by Dark Matter, but nothing he can't heal up with some fruit.
Yeah, I think Flying Oyster got the Vagar, but they didn't actually see him. So the Flash Cocoon was for nothing. Oyster kind of chunked, and they're looking for this Baron.
Teleport back in by Babbles. And Windwall already deployed in the choke. If Horizon hits, they're going to look for it, but they're going to only get the GA onto Panma. Babbles now taking up what he can against the Cho'Gath. Flying Bush are going to look for the background, but Rapid Fire blows him up. Kasante is going all out. He takes Cho'Gath out of the fight, but Panma and the rest of the squad are able to run away. They escape, just giving up the Elise for now. Panma did lose both sums, but at least the Baron is stopped if you're on Team Anti.
Yeah, it looks like they might even start it up, honestly. They know everybody's resetting. They're looking to start it up, yeah. And I think Red Team just doesn't have the vision, doesn't have the manpower to be going for this. They're looking for the Dragon instead. Looks like they're just going to opt for the Soul.
Yeah, I think we will get Soul.
And I think... I'm not sure if Red Team is going to try and get for it, but they might throw the game if they look for it. No, they're just going to give up control. Maybe with the Baron recall, they're going to be able to get there in time to try and fight for the Soul. Looks like they don't want to give it up. They're just booking it straight over there.
I don't even know how useful Soul is on this team, though.
I think any Soul is just a good win con to have, but I agree with you.
Yep, Dragon burning down very low.
They don't have their release. They don't have their release.
There's no release, but Ivern is very far away. Can he get the seed into the pit? He'll hit the Q in. He's trying to slide. He'll slide it.
Oh my goodness.
To the back line as Panma is going to help get the double knock up onto Restvelg, but the Cho'Gath's still just not dying. It's a big shutdown over to Mushi, who's now fighting off the monster that is Restvelg. Double kill to Yasuo. Panma is left alone while Oyster is left to run. And Harambe, this is a bit of a jungle gap as he's just going to walk down with the, I don't know, like, Swirl Seed shield, and Daisy will zone Oyster away for the rest of the
fight. Yeah, they have Baron minions. I don't know how they're going to be able to siege, but it looks like blue team is pretty chunked, so let's see if they're going to be able to defend their Nexus at least. I think they're going to have to give in him for sure, given that it's a 3v5, but let's see.
Yep, and him is down. Cho'Gath down for another 30 seconds.
Oh, look, they're looking for the end.
They're going to go for it. Oyster going to put down a lot of damage to Shaman, but he's going to be rooted up. He's putting the Event Horizon. He's taken out. Shane is going to hit onto Harambe, but he doesn't care. They already take one tower. Babel's very low. He needs some Ivern shields to get out. Rapid Fire focusing the tower. Next turn number 2 is down. Cho'Gath still down for 10 seconds. Panma trying to do what he can.
Mushi ending.
But he's only getting a crit. He'll get one. As Camper has to try to flash away. Mushi's on the Nexus, and he gets the last slice. That's going to be TNT pulling it back for the win.
What a game. Holy smokes.
That's crazy.
What a game. Man.
Chart.
That was insane from start to finish. It was just non-stop fighting, ups and downs. But yeah, it seemed like Flying Oyster's team needed to execute that early game, which they did somewhat successfully, but Mushy was just doing his thing in the mid lane, literally gapping Karnpro on duty in the counter matchup, and then getting that support from Ivern, and then Vhagar, even though he was getting pushed back so hard from this double ADC and the Elise dives, managed to come out of lane 3-0. And I think that's just definitely not what you want to see on the side of Flying Oyster.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I think another thing you definitely don't want to see when you pick Elise, you play for early game. Yeah, he helped his bot lane out a ton, but I mean, Varus finished the game with more gold than him. It's the life of a jungler if you play early game and you can't really like defend your camps if you get behind. Flying Oyster, definitely not his best game, and as someone we had high expectations for in this tournament, definitely not the game he wants to start with.
Nope, definitely not. It seemed like I don't know. He really it seemed like he had it rolling for a little bit, but the Vhagar just managed to outplay the dives, and at that point it was just kind of doomed for the Elise pick. He couldn't after early game. It's just what can Elise really do into Ivern, Yasuo, Vhagar? It's just not a good time, honestly. Same thing with Pantheon. After you can't execute that early game, it's just kind of doomed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that Cho'Gath was a monster, but they somehow managed to deal with him. I think one of the big mistakes is that he didn't build Merc Shreds because he was just getting tossed like a salad, not gonna lie. That guy was not having a good time. He had all that HP and all the resistances, but he was just CC'd to oblivion.
Yeah, all the knockups.
Yeah, it looks like the Void Staff actually put in some work in the last fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, what a game. I think maybe we can get an interview, maybe? I think Mushy is still around. Mushy, are you here? Are you in the stream? I don't know. Let me ask him if... Let me ask somebody if they want to have an interview real quick. Let's see if we can get an interview. Okay, we got Mushy. Let's let me drag him in. GMU Mushy, what's up, my man? Big game on the Yasuo. How you feeling?
Honestly, the draft was kind of scuffed.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't hear me because I was like, my mic was muted, I guess.
You were muted the whole game.
Oh,
No, I wasn't muted the whole game. I was muted in draft. I didn't mean to be muted, but I was muted.
So they just picked you Yasuo on.
Yeah, pick me Yasuo. I haven't played Yasuo in like ages too.
Oh man, and you were kind of gapping that guy. Not gonna lie, it's a counter matchup for sure for Yasuo. How'd you feel?
I just saw the Pantheon didn't go Borg first, so yeah, laning was easy. Honestly, the vibe of my team, I was like, okay, then we're vibing, so
Yeah.
just won.
At any point in the game, did you feel like you were at a disadvantage
Nope.
against this like Cho'Gath, the Varus, Caitlyn?
Well, Cho'Gath was annoying, but there was definitely I didn't feel pressured at all.
Good to hear. Good to hear. And what do you make of your next opponents?
My next opponent, who's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, actually, I don't know
Alright.
either. But what are you looking forward to with your team coming in the next DMV? Do you think you guys gonna work on something? You guys think you're looking good?
Oh, we're cooking up.
You're
We're
cooking?
up some drafts.
Oh, you're
We're
cooking up some drafts, even more
drafts.
spicy than this one, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Good to hear. Well, thank you. We're gonna give you. I mean, I want to give this guy our match MVP. What about you guys? I think he was
down.
cooking.
The Chad Galeforce fight.
Oh yeah, that was Giga Chad for
I didn't
sure.
know if it was gonna work.
No, I just went on OPGG, searched up P-Zing, and
He's going Gale Force.
yeah. So yeah, I was like, this build's interesting. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely a good choice. Yeah, you're gonna be our match MVP. Thank you for coming and playing.
problem.
Good performance. You take care. We'll see you next time.
Right.
Yeah, take
Oh,
care.
see you guys more. Or
Peace.
whatever.
Yep.
Match, yeah.
All right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up from us. Hoptech, me, Mark, Shiv. You guys have any closing remarks?
The Cho'Gath skin
You know what?
was not strong enough, unfortunately. Just Giga Chad
Yeah.
in Yasuo lock without knowing what the mid laner wants is a bit too powerful.
Yeah, it seems like they had no idea what was going on.
Oh yeah, no.
They just locked him
His
in
team
Yasuo.
locked him Yasuo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he just completely giga smurfed on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mushy, definitely something to look out for if you guys are playing him next. Watch out. He might lock in something he doesn't know and just completely smurf for whatever reason. In any case, I'm gonna close the stream here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please donate to DMV. All right, if you haven't already. Pool is kind of big, so if you guys can get first place, so you got a lot of money for that. If you can get first place. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
All right. Good night.
Yep.